Medfit Rehab founder Joanne James is a medical exercise specialist. Medfit Rehab, restoring strength and movement, making a difference in people's lives. 647-259-5481. Columbus Center, Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com. Joanne James, medical exercise specialist for over 25 years and founder of Medfit Rehab, says exercise is medicine whenever possible, and it is especially true when it comes to osteoporosis prevention or management. James says that our bones are alive and need to be stimulated. When the muscle contracts, when we apply force against our bones, they build. Medfit Rehab, ensuring the best in post-rehab functional conditioning services. Medfit Rehab, Columbus Center, Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, 647-259-5481, medfitrehab.com. Hey, Joanne, how are you this morning?
I'm fantastic. It's a beautiful morning.
It's a beautiful day, and I wish it would stay like this for months. But okay, let's talk about cardiac arrest. How can exercise and cardiac arrest come together?
Well, we all know that our lifestyle is going to make a big difference in terms of what kinds of chronic illnesses we're going to experience. But sudden cardiac arrest, that seems to be the largest cause of natural death in North America. It's responsible for like half of all of heart disease deaths, and it's mainly men that experience that. And here's the real kicker. Generally between the ages of 30 and 40, it's quite common, which is really unusual.
So what is cardiac arrest? What happens during that time?
Well, that's when the heart stops suddenly and unexpectedly. The blood stops flowing to the brain and other vital organs as a result. Unlike, say, a heart attack where the blood flow, there's a partial blockage of an artery that goes to the heart, and you have all kinds of different symptoms. With the sudden cardiac arrest, it's sudden, it's unexpected, and if you don't get your heart beating within a few seconds, basically the person can experience brain damage, organ damage, things like that. So it's what happens suddenly and unexpectedly. And you know, at the gyms and facilities where you see those defibrillator machines,
yes.
Well, that's probably the biggest reason why that's there. It's because these things happen in gyms. They can happen with athletes, although it's very rare. Can also happen with children, but that's because they probably have a congenital disease. With the athletes, they had some predisposition to some kind of cardiac problem, and they just didn't know it. So, yes, you hear about these athletes that just all of a sudden just sort of die suddenly.
Right, yes, and they're in great shape. You think that they...
Thank you. Yeah, no, you're extremely right. They are, but they've got some precondition that's actually put them at risk for that. And then because of the exertion, it triggers that. So, yeah, they're in great shape, but that doesn't mean that your heart's in the best shape. And if you have a predisposition to some sort of a cardiac issue, well, it's kind of game over, right? So there's usually some sort of circumstance behind why they, as healthy as they are, actually had a heart attack. But it's rare.
What is the answer? What is the answer to fixing that kind of situation if it's fixable?
Well, if you're dealing with athletes, with people, they should really be doing some sort of a kind of cardiac check on them to make sure that they don't have it in their family because it can be genetic. Proper lifestyle, eating, exercise is key because cardiac arrest sort of happens hand in hand with heart disease, heart attacks, congenital heart diseases, enlarged heart, aortic stenosis. These are things that people already have, and then they get the sudden cardiac arrest as a result of some of these health issues, some of these heart issues that they already have. So if you have heart disease, maybe you could be avoiding sudden cardiac arrest by taking care of yourself, eating properly, exercising to keep the heart strong. But if you have a congenital disease, well, that's kind of hard. That's something that you're actually born with. So the key thing is try to have a healthy a lifestyle. And number two, if you start experiencing chest pains, you're grabbing your chest. For women, they're feeling it in their back. It's going up their jaws, down their shoulders, into their arms. Immediately call 911. Don't waste any time. Because if it's a sudden cardiac arrest, you're likely not to survive if you're not attended to right away. And that's why those machines are really important. Those defib machines are really important. You have to get to the person right away or else they die. So we like to make sure that people have had at Medfit that at a certain age, they've had their heart checked out, they've they've had electrocardiograms, their doctor has cleared them for exercise. They're not just jumping in and just exercising for the sake of exercising, because at certain ages, that could be pretty risky. And that's what we try to do, make sure that they're informed.
So now, you've really gotten it all together, Joanne, by telling people you can't just do something without checking it out. And that's why Medfit Rehab is around someone like you, Michelle, and all the people that are connected that understand the body and what you need to do to keep it pumping properly and the heart.
And safely, yeah. Definitely.
Well, I think that, every day that you're on the show, you give more information, more hope to people who have not really understood what exercise is all about. So thank you so much for sharing all this, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Great. You have a fabulous day.
You too. Joanne James. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Joanne James, founder and medical exercise specialist of Medfit Rehab, will improve your overall health through medical exercise. Contact Joanne James, 647-259-5481, Columbus Center Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com.